Hello, good evening, everyone. Myself, Pradeepthi. I'm founder of Telugu Moms Network, and I'm an influencer, and I'm a host for this show called Prosper with Pradeepthi. So today I have Harshita with me. Hi, Harshita. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, Harshita. So without delay, I'll introduce Harshita to you all. Harshita is uh, a franchisee owner of Little Orchids International School, which is in Manikonda. And apart from that, she's an experienced teacher. So many of my friends' kids are, her students. And I always read very good reviews on her in Facebook and on her page. So I'm very happy to interact with Harshita today. Thank you so much, Harshita, for being on my show today. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Pradeepthi. Yeah, thank you so much, Pradeepthi, for having me here. And I hope for today's conversation will surely be very helpful for all the moms, new moms, and the moms who have kids of very young age. And thank you for having me here, Deepthi, Pradeepthi. Sorry,
No
I'm
problem.
calling you with your name.
You can call me Deepu, that's more better. So, so Harshita, you have quite a very good experience in dealing with kids, from quite some time. And you're mom of very young kids, two kids you have. So, nowadays we see this speech delay, every other mother, in fact, I'll tell you something very alarming, uh, in Telugu Moms Network, we have around 26,000 plus moms and 300 plus kids, are we have spotted them with speech delay or ADHD or autism in our community itself alone, because mothers don't know, or because of the parent uh, family saying that it's okay, boys talk late, or it happens with kids. So what do you suggest as an experienced teacher or into educational system? How do you handle this, because identification itself is really tough.
Really important. Yes. So I totally agree with you. Like these days, speech delay has become a very common issue with all the parents, right? So
Right.
like dealing with when I do my counseling sessions with the parents, usually I come across with the question, ma'am, my child doesn't speak much. So what
Right.
is the reason for it? So basically, I would say there are two vitamin deficiency which
Mm-hmm.
happens to be there, which is the reason of speech delay. So very
Okay.
important, and this is the basic problem for speech delay. As Pradeepti, when in our young age, when we were small, there was no such thing. Until and unless there is some medical issue with the child, the speech
Right.
delay thing was not there and was not
Right.
identified. Now it has increased, and it is being seen in most of the kids these days. So it is because of two vitamin deficiency, that is vitamin P and vitamin T. These are two new different type of vitamin deficiencies which are there. So I'll elaborate it to you. So
Okay.
vitamin T is the basic vitamin deficiency which is there in parents. That is with like deficiency of time, right? And
Oh,
coming
okay.
to vitamin, yeah, and coming to vitamin P, which is there in kids, is deficiency of having a quality time with parents, right?
Right.
So these two are
Absolutely.
the basic things, right? These two are the basic things which are really impacting kids, and kids are going through these speech delay issues, and parents are also suffering because of it. So but the basic thing is this time and quality time of parents with the kids is the main reason for speech delay these days.
Okay.
Earlier,
Okay.
Pradeepti, we used to live in a like big families. Now we have started staying in a nuclear family,
Nuclear
out of
family.
town. Like our relatives stay very far apart. So we always used to have someone at home or someone nearby, close to us, to speak with. But now the thing is, as both the parents are working, they can't like help it out. They have to go to their work.
Right.
But then the child is not getting enough attention or enough quality time with the parents. Though parents feel like, okay, I'm spending 1 hour, 2 hour with the kid, but that is not so. They need a
Sufficient.
quality time in the sense when they need you, that at the particular time, then your availability, right? Anything
Right.
can be made available for them, but then no one can replace parents and their time.
Right.
No, none of the gift can replace it. So and coming to like metropolitan cities, like Hyderabad is one of the biggest city. So like for me itself, when I came to Hyderabad, I'm non-Telugu person. I do not know, I didn't know Telugu, but now I have started understanding it. But then that was a major problem for the child to understand or to communicate with the peers of his age. So I like so usually parents, those who are coming here to Hyderabad for the job reason and all, where kids are like in society in apartments where they are staying, if the child is not getting the peer group where he can just express himself or speak to, then again the problem is like is the same, where the child is not getting a proper time to spend or to learn the things, right? So that is the major problem these days of speech delay. So first of all, I would like to request all the parents, those who are watching right now, or those who are going to watch this, please spend quality time. This speech delay problem is very common these days. This is a very common developmental issue these days in kids, and it can be treated. It can be dealt with giving a quality time to your child by communicating with your child more. Just try to express yourself more. Like, you know, preschool concept has come, like you might have seen a rise in like preschool industry these days. So the thing is, in preschool we teach the kids through expressions, like a lot of expressions are used, activities based schools have started coming up. Like even my school is completely activity based, play based, where we follow like all leading educators, Reggio Emilio, Maria Montessori, all the leading educators. So it's a blend of all. We are using it to teach the kids. And but then that is helping the kids out to understand the things. Few things earlier in our childhood we used to understand on our own, right? Staying at home, there were so many people to tell you, daddies, nannies and all, to explain you the things, to tell you the stories and all. So we have stopped giving importance to the stories these days. Like stories have like played very important role in our childhood, but that is somewhere missing these days. So story doesn't mean that you have to play it on YouTube. The story should be through you, where you can build a connect with your child, right? Like nighttime stories, when the child is going to bed. It is fine if you don't know the story, you can take a book, you can read it to the child, right? So but that is really very important. That helps in two things. First of all, to get connect with your child. The second thing is to build emotion between you and connection, between you and your child. And it also helps in building vocabulary too. And there is one more myth which I have like heard from many parents. Ma'am, my child gets bored with whatever we give to him or to her. Like he doesn't like to do this, he doesn't like to do that. But you know, kids like repetition of the things. They love to do. Like if you can observe yourself, there are two small kids of age 2 or 3, and you just play hide and seek with them, right? You go and hide at one place. When they find you, they'll go and hide into the same place, right? So and if you try to repeat the same thing with them, they'll go and hide on the same place again, right? So it's a simple one example I'm giving it to you, but there are many things where kids do imitate you always. They are seeing you and they are growing. So whatever you are doing, you are the role model for them. So whatever you are doing, they are going to follow you exactly what you are doing. So they are just like a sponge. So they absorb everything, whatever is surround them. So they are spending maximum time with them. Yes. So but they are absorbing everything. So like it's very important to keep on talking to the child. Just express whatever the work you are doing, instead of just saying it, okay, let me do my work, or do your work, don't play, like that. If you are expressionless, then you're not being able to communicate the things that you want to the child. So your expression plays very, very important role when you're communicating with the child. So, and one more thing which usually comes through parent, like, ma'am, I think so the speech delay is may happen because of the reason that we speak in some other language at home, and when the child comes to school has different language. But you know, just try just each and every parent should try to understand how the child learned your mother tongue. Did you teach with chalk and duster, or did you took pen and paper or like that? No. When the child is very small, a baby, it is born, we always talk to the child through expressions. Hi Nana, yeah, whatever they were, you pour your love out, right? But you're full of expressions at the time. So the child learns through expressions. Same way, when the child comes to school, it is not so that the language becomes the barrier. In schools, it's basically the school teaches through their expressions to the child. So whatever the language, as the mental development of the child is rapid at this age, till the age of 7 and 8, like their brain grows like immensely. So whatever language, whatever things you are going to teach to the child will absorb everything. So it is not so the child will not be able to learn anything. So it's misconception of the parents, I would say. So like, yes, if the child has environment at home also of speaking different languages and understanding it, that there you can see a different impact. Like you can see a difference in the child. But then it is not so that the one who is having like only learning one language at home will be having problems when he comes to school. Look, one more thing is very important to note down here, that in schools, kids do not differentiate, like the other child doesn't know this, or I'm good, or they don't have that kind of at all. They connect with each other so well. Being in this preschool industry for so long, I can say, like, when you are in school and you see that bond between kids, something really beautiful thing which you witness, right?
It's I guess this is the problem with parents. Actually, we think a lot that the kids won't understand or won't adjust, or there are so many things which we keep in our mind regarding our children.
That's very true, Pradeepthi, because whatever, like these days parents are gradually becoming very competitive. Speech is one of the thing which is a part of it. How do they know that the child is having speech delay? Because they compare with other kids, right? Like that child has started speaking, like he's of my son's age, but he started speaking, my son is not speaking. So you look, every family has their own background, every family has their own secrets, every family has their own type of things going on at the back. So how can we expect the development of each child at the same pace? It cannot be possible. It is not possible at all. Like all our 5 fingers are different. In the same way, the development, each child is different from each other. We as a parent, I'm different, you are different, other moms are also very much different, right? So how can we expect the child to be same? It's like, it's something we are just expecting, like humans and animals should behave in the same way. It is not possible, right? So it's very important to understand the child, understand your child, your family, like what things are happening in your family. Yes, what things what environment you should give to your child. Instead of comparing, you should give a positive environment to your child. And one more important thing I want to point out here is screen time, right? So
I was about
basically what happens,
I was about to ask that, nowadays, if the kid doesn't eat, or if they are doing some shaitani or naughty things, every mother gives phone, better calm, you just sit calmly, quietly, don't annoy me. This is what the parents say generally.
Correct.
So does this screen time is affecting a kid to speak? I mean, is it affecting the speech of the kid?
Yes, it's one of the reasons of speech delay. I'll tell you how. Okay, so basically what happens, we don't have much time to spend with the child. So what we do, we try to provide everything, all the games, all types, all sort of gadgets, right? We give Alexas to kids. Okay, you play with it, Alexa. Kids also know that they'll give instruction and it is going to do that. Correct.
Right.
And when it comes to screen time, all the time they are on mobiles. When they have to eat, they want mobile, right? They have, if you want to make them do something, you have to either show the television or you have to give mobile. Why is it so? Is the child born with this talent of using these gadgets? No, we have
No.
given this to the child, right? Just to make our work easy,
Easy.
to convenience our, it's the convenience for the parents that the child will quickly eat the food if I'll give, will not think about anything, and I'll quickly feed and I'll finish off my other work, right? So this is all because of us, we'll say, because of parents. It's nowhere problem with the kids, I'm still saying. Each child is very unique, very talented, and they are like gifted by God. So it's us who are giving them direction. If we are giving them gadgets, they are going to see that. So what happens when they see, usually see more of gadgets when uh, you are feeding the child, or if you have to get the work done, the kids do become passive learners. Okay,
Right.
so there are two types of learners, active and passive, right? Active learners are the ones who give like response like quickly. Like if you ask something, they'll respond you back, and they are very quick in communication and all. The passive learners might be very intelligent, right? You may hear from the parents, she's very intelligent or he's very intelligent, he knows everything, he know A to Z at the age of 2 only, he knows all sort of rhymes, and he even knows this and that. Like you'll hear a lot many stories
Right.
from moms like this. But then when their moms or their dads or someone from the family will ask them to just tell it to others in front of others, they'll remain quiet, they'll not speak much, right?
Right.
So that is the reason why, because they become passive learners. What happens with the gadgets when they are observing and they're seeing, they're not communicating. That is not two-way communication at all.
It's
It's
only
a
one
one-way
way.
communication. The child is seeing, the child is learning everything, imbibing everything, but he's not being able to pour it out. So he doesn't know how to communicate, right? So when he'll not or she'll not get the two-way communication, like things to do, like to spend time with more with people instead of these kids, then these kind of problems will automatically appear. Speech
Right.
delay, like this is one of the major problem where the kids become passive learners, right? So when you
Right.
want them, even when they go out, like what happens when we go out for shopping or when you go for grocery or wherever, you'll find all the kids having gadgets in their mobile and they are sitting, and mommies are having good time, just
Right.
finding the stuff, right? So where is the problem, Pradeep? You just, after this communication, you can just identify the problem now, where the problem actually is. The
With
problem
us
is
only.
actually with us.
Right.
Yes, all the problem is with us. We have started behaving in a different manner, not the
Right.
kids. Kids are still very innocent. They are
It,
still like
a small thing happened today morning. My son was having a little infection in the eye. So the doctor told
okay.
avoid screen time. So from past 3 days, he's not watching his 10 minutes time. I give only 10 minutes time for him to watch whatever he wants to watch. So today
Yeah.
morning, I told, he was asking me, my eye is better, can I watch? So I told, no, of course you can't watch till Monday. And we are not born with gadgets. We are, me or papa or grandmother or grandfather, we are not born. He was telling, I know that I can manage the entire day without screen, but I'm just trying my luck. If you accept, I can see, no. So,
It's so
so
sweet.
kids are so smart, they know how to handle parents, they know how to handle elders, they know very well. We are the ones who are spoiling them actually.
Very, very true, Pradeep, because they are always observing us. And I'll say from past 2 years, in this
They
time
are
of
in
COVID,
home.
the time they have spent with us 24 hours, 24 into 7, which
Yeah.
wouldn't have been possible if COVID was not there. That has shown major impact on the mind cognitive development of the child,
Right.
right? Because you, as you are the leader of such a big community, right? Telugu Moms Network, so you might have seen rise in cases in domestic violence and all, right? So that has
100%.
also
Yes.
impacted a lot, because kids have seen that in their home. So we cannot, like, that is something really pathetic. which happened, and the child is seeing and is growing with the same
it's
thing,
it's
seeing,
not about
observing.
it's not only about domestic violence or anything, Harshita. There are so many kids of 8 years, 9 years, 10 years who are watching unwanted videos in phones. uh,
Very true, very
Actually,
true.
we are counseling the parents, we are meeting the kids, we are counseling the kids, and they don't know it's a mistake. They don't know that the watching such type of videos is a mistake. They don't know their cousins or friends or might be watching, and they're also watching. And
Correct.
there is a lot of awareness to be created in parents. Really, it hurts when a small kid of
Important.
10 in 10 years, when the kid doesn't know that he or she is watching a video, the emotions in them is killed. They don't know. I mean, when we were young, you, me, when we were like, in our 10 years or 12 years, when we saw the first time escalator or a capsule lift, we were like, how did you feel, Harshita? We felt like, it's the world wonder and we were so excited. And we know thankfulness. We thanked our parents that, I have seen escalator for the first time. Thank you so much for showing me. Something like that. Nowadays everything
Correct.
is old for them. They have seen in a video. If I show my son anything, I know, I've seen there.
I
He'll
know.
just tell that emotional connect is not there with the nature or with the new things. That's what is missing
Because
really.
yeah, because like the kind of exposure we are giving to the kids is like immense. Like even unnecessary things are being
Unwanted.
passed on to them.
Right,
Yes.
right.
So we need to restrict ourselves somewhere, and especially in the growing stage, I'll request all the moms who have young kids till the age of 8. You need to check your actions. You need to check your like how you're behaving, how you're speaking, how you're talking. Everything is impacting the child. Is playing very important role, right? So building can like emotional build can be like emotional can connect can be built at the time in between this age only.
Right.
The moment the
Absolutely.
child will gain his own wit, will understand what is wrong, what is right, will start arguing with you. And the moment the child starts arguing with you, just you understand he or she will not like learn the things which you are going to make or him or her understand now. So
Right.
till the time when they are listening to you, and if they make mistake, if you are telling them okay you did a mistake and they are saying sorry to you, till that age they are in your hands. You can mold them in any ways like you want to. But the
Absolutely.
moment they are out of that, they will not listen to you, right? They might listen to you. It's not so that they will never listen to you or will not listen to you, but yes, the
Chances are
chances are less, right, to
right.
understand you better, right? So it's very important to give a very positive environment at home, and please do not compare your child with others. That is something like, what is basically speech delay, where when the parents should worry about, if the child is of 12 months, like 1 year old,
Mm-hmm.
and still the child is not pointing out something, or not responding to your actions, or is not being able to babble something ba da or something, so
Yeah.
anything, any
Yeah.
vowel, ah, wah, right, is not being able to do, then there are chances of the child having speech delay. That is a medical issue. That is not
Right.
related to something with the child. It might be the might initially it can be cured if you talk more to the child, right?
Right.
In at the age of 18 months, around when the child is 1.5 years old, if the child is
Mm-hmm.
not being able to utter words, like simple words, if not being able to utter, if you're not being able to join two words together, there might be chances of speech delay. But if the child is not speaking, please don't assume that the child is having a speech delay, right? Till the age of 3,
Right.
if the child starts speaking according to like whatever the way the child has to, then there is no speech delay. Please to keep few things in mind. If the child is pointing out to the correct things, if the child is listening to you when you are calling the child, or if the child is being able to follow even one or two instructions given
Instruction.
to them all together, yes, one, then two, then three, like that, then there is no speech delay if the child is not speaking, right? If
Right.
the child is having a good proper non-verbal communication with you, there are chances to cure, like if it is a medical issue, there are chances to cure him by communicating with the child. So when you are communicating with the child, just sit for the child without gadgets. Like treat the child as an elder. I had a very good, like I made this vegetable today, I had to cut it, then I have to cook it, like you explain, right? Whatever the day-to-day activities are there, you can explain it to the child by sitting. The child should feel that acceptance. Okay, I am being heard and I have to listen. So these two things are very important. The same thing you have to do with your child. If the child is saying something, just listen to the child. If the child is of age where he or she speaks. If the
Right.
child doesn't, he will express you through the non-verbal expressions or gestures. Will smile, or will wave, or will show you like this. Anything, whatever you are teaching the child, will express it in that way. So if these things are happening, please don't worry. There is no speech delay in the child. Try to come out of this by helping the child out, by speaking to him or her, by reading out the stories to him or her, spending more time with the child
Right.
instead of using the gadgets. Gadgets can never replace us, right?
Parents.
The parents,
Yeah.
right?
So,
Just
Harshita, coming to your school, uh, it's summer. I guess the online classes are not happening. So, any plans of opening offline school this year? Because Corona is, thank God, it's gone. So,
So, Pradeepthi, yes, very happy to share that this year I'm starting it offline also. It's in Manikonda where I'm starting the center. So soon I'm going to inaugurate, most probably on coming next Monday, that is 9th of May, going to inaugurate the center. From past two
wonderful.
years, it was running online. So that
Mhm.
like this year it's on hybrid mode. So online, offline, two sort of things are going on. So online is a complete setup, different setup which is going on right now. So all
Mhm.
few kids, those who were there with us last year, have come forward for this year also. So,
Mhm.
and in offline now I'm going to start with, so looking for the blessings and wishes from everyone for that.
Of course.
And apart from that, like I'll let you know something about the school, how I started the school, online
Sure,
school.
sure.
So
Would love to
before this,
know.
so yeah, before starting with my school, like I was a teacher. So since 2004 I have been in this teaching profession. So I have
Oh,
taught all the grades. I have taught all the grades. Like I started with grade 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I did my B.Ed. I was the lecturer in one of the schools in my hometown, and I was teaching 11th and 12th grade commerce. And then
oh.
after getting married, I came to Hyderabad, where I started my school.
Um, can you listen to me, Harshita? There is a issue. So, Harshita, there is a issue. I guess she's rejoining.
I'm so sorry, it got disconnected. There was a power cut.
No problem.
So, yeah. So after coming to Hyderabad after my marriage and having a son, uh,
Mhm.
I I joined preschool, and where I realized like this is the best place where I landed up after teaching all the grades. This was the wonderful time I spent with small kids and have very good
Okay.
memories with them. Then I realized, okay, no, I need to be in this field and I have to do something in this field only in pre-primary group. So that is
Mm-hmm.
how I joined one of the leading schools, and then there I got promoted as a center manager. I was the principal of that school.
Wow.
So yeah, and then I thought of starting off, like in this time of COVID, I thought now like everything is going to shut and all. So I took a franchisee, and soon after taking the franchisee, this COVID started.
Oh,
So I thought,
okay.
okay, now, anyways, I have to wait, like because at that time it was not so like how long it is going to be. So
Right.
then I started the summer camp in March itself, on 23rd of March. Very next
Oh,
day, 22nd.
online.
yeah, online. So I thought of doing it for my apartment kids actually. Then my son suggested, Mama, when you're doing online, why don't you do it for whole India? Like that. He just
Oh,
suggested
sweet.
that. So then I made a poster. I started posting it in lot many platforms on Facebook and other places. So
Mm-hmm.
somehow I got connected with more than 800 parents with that.
Wow. Okay.
So I conducted like free of cost that first summer camp
Oh,
in the
wow.
month March and April, and then like parents liked it a lot, and approximately 500 like kids completed the summer camp, and then few of the
Wow.
parents those who got very much affected because of this COVID, like they got out of job or they were going through
Right.
very financial crisis and all, they actually pushed me to start the school online. So that is how
Mm-hmm.
actually I started online school. So I thought, okay, let me start it so the motive was not to earn
Right.
money, but yes, to get connected with more people, as like this was my dream to start my own school. So
Online or
somehow,
offline, you're connected, you are staying connected
yeah.
with parents. That's the motive.
Yeah. So fortunately, I'll say, Pradeepthi, I got to meet so many good people. They
Mm-hmm.
helped me out in some or the other way in just growing more and more in this field, and got to connect with so many like parents. Like in the very first year of inception of this preschool, online preschool, I had approximately 51 kids by the end of academic year. And then this year in 21-22 academic year, there were 134 enrollments. So
Wow.
so that was a good number, and many of the parents from Telugu Moms Network moms are also part of it. So I'm very
Oh,
fortunate for that. So that is how like I got recognition from many of the institutes, and like I got awarded for many many a times for the work. So I'm very much fortunate. I'll say that God helped me in giving me directions and growing in this way. Now it's a completely different time, going to start it in a physical form too.
right.
So very tough though, like lot many things are there, lot many responsibilities are there, and now I have a very young daughter also who is 7
Right.
months old, so I have to
Right.
just spend time with her as well. So sometimes it becomes really very tough, but I'm really very much excited. I'm looking forward to connect with many many more kids, and to help the moms especially out in like coming out of these mindsets, like the child is
Yeah.
not doing things and all. So
So it's like, now you're handling online and also offline. If someone wants to come, they can come or they can opt for online, right?
yes, so online and offline both are separate wings going on. Online I have already started in the month of April. Today was the
Oh,
last working day for them. So now from
oh,
2nd of May, virtually I'm starting the summer camp for the online kids. That is
mm-hmm.
going to be for 4 weeks. And for the offline kids, the summer camp is going to start on 16th of May. So those who live close to Manikunda or live in Manikunda, they can surely come down to the center, and kids will surely going to have a gala time over there, because I'm making a mini this play zone also in the school itself, so that kids may have a lot of fun over there.
I
So
stay very far. I'm so unlucky.
you can come down there. No problem, I'll be inviting you. So like, planning for a lot many good things, like planning to put all the things which are favorable for the kids in their learning, in their development.
Literally, they missed so much in these 2 years. So,
Correct.
they need all that break. Parents and kids also need a break.
Very very true. So I just want to give lot of comfort, yeah, yes, but at the same time we need to follow the COVID protocols too, because COVID is not yet over, and we can see the rising trend in COVID
Right.
cases these days. So we need to follow the rules, regulations which are being told by government on and off. So like we'll be taking precautions in that way also, when kids will be there with us, so in physical form. But yes, anyone, those who want to get connect with me, they can connect with me for the online classes, for the offline classes, and anytime if you need any help, any counseling like for your child, you can connect with me because I'm always there. My number, if I have not picked the call or if I have rejected your call at some point of time, I might be busy, so just ignore for that moment. I'll surely be getting back to you for either through message or on call.
That's wonderful, Harshita. That positive vibes are coming from you in this from the screen. So really, every parent and every kid must be loving you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for joining the show today, and we wish you all the very best to you and your team and your parents and the kids and everyone who are associated with you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much,
for
Pradeepthi,
joining.
and I would like to congratulate you for running such a beautiful group. You are like helping the moms in every possible way. That is something very good to see, because I don't know Telugu. When like moms are writing something in
Yeah.
Telugu in the group, I just read the translation part, so I try to understand, okay, what exactly the problem is going. But the way everything is being handled to run up such a big group is like, it's a very appreciable task. So I just want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Means it takes a lot, but how you are handling things with two little kids, you're very passionate. The same way the passion is running me. So the same way, we are running in the same boats in different
Very
things.
true.
That's what that passion keeps us alive, happy,
Very
and all that.
Yeah, that's very true. And you, that the feeling itself in helping others is completely different, and like
Absolutely.
bringing a change in even in single
Yeah,
person's life is something, a big achievement, I believe.
absolutely. That's right. Same motto. That's why we became so good friends in such a short time.
That's very true, Pradeepti. So
So
it's
thank you. Thank you so much, Harshita. I'll share the YouTube link with you in some time. Thank you so much
sure.
for being on the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pradeepti.